Hey there, my name is Heidi Meyer and I am a director and organization leader in the Rock On organization, and I am here to show you a really fun holiday drink, Christmas, New Year's, or any time of year really, because it's so delicious. I love sparkly drinks, especially around the holidays. I've got my holiday wine shirt on, so we are ready to dive in and make us a really fun drink. So first of all, it all starts with our quick shake. Our quick shake has measurements on both sides, which is really great. We're not going to use the measurements this time for this recipe, although we could and then add the wine, add the ice second, but we're going to use a little Tupper Mini to do our measuring today into our quick shake. And then I have a really fun little trick with our quick shake to show you that after 10 years of selling Tupperware, I just learned how to do. So let's start. We're starting with our red wine. Now, one of the things that I love that Tupperware sells is our wine opener. And it's pretty fabulous. It's super easy to use. So it comes in two parts. So you slip this one over, this one goes inside. You grip this a little bit. You don't have to grip it really hard. You just grip it a little bit just to keep it steady. And then you start twisting. And as you twist, this is going to go into the cork. And then you can kind of loosen your grip and it'll start pulling the cork up. And as it pulls the cork up, super easy, it pops right out. Look at how easy that was. This is the best wine opener. I keep leaving them when I take them on vacation. I keep leaving them in Airbnb's places. So somebody's lucking out with this fabulous wine opener. And if you keep the cork, look at how easy that was just to pop right out. You need to get yourself one of these as well. This would be a great Christmas gift for anybody, is have a really nice wine opener in their kitchen that's super easy to use. All right, so we're going to start with 2 ounces of wine. Our Tupper Mini is 2 ounces, so I'm going to fill it right to the top. All right, you're going to add 1 ounce of dark rum. And there's a 1 ounce line on here, so I know right where to fill it to. Right, 1 ounce of rum. And 1/2 ounce of orange liqueur, or triple sec, whichever you want to call it. They called it orange liqueur in the recipe, but I know it is triple sec. There isn't a 1/2 ounce line on this one, so we just go with it. You know, whatever's close. And then 1 ounce of simple syrup. Now, I have 2 types of simple syrup that I use. I have just a regular white simple syrup, but then I have this yummy one for bartending. And this one I make using sugar in the raw. I'm sure you've seen this before. Super easy. Equal parts sugar, equal parts water. Bring it to a boil on the stove, put it aside, let it cool. Makes delicious simple syrup. I use it in my coffee bar all the time. But the thing I love the most are these little squeeze-it containers. You flip the top open like this. Do you have a coffee bar where there's got syrup dripped out of the little, you've got the pumps and it's got drips all over it, or there's syrup all over the counter and it gets really hard, really difficult to clean up? This will save the day. So it calls for 1 ounce of syrup. Watch this. You just turn it over, squeeze. And the cool thing about it is when you let go, there's no more spills coming out, no more drips. It's done. I use it for honey, I use it for dish soap, I use it for laundry soap, I use it for fabric softener, and I use it for every condiment that I have in my fridge. If I showed you my fridge right now, you'd see all my condiments are in these. This is the bomb diggity. All right, so we're going to add some syrup to it. We're going to add 1/2 ounce of lime juice. And we're going to add 1 ounce of fresh orange juice. Now, I like the Tropicana because I like fresh squeezed orange juice, but I'm not going to fresh squeeze it myself. All right, so in it all goes. Now, this is the little trick that I just learned. So this blender wheel has an open side and a closed side, right? On our blender bottle, we have these little notches down here, and I don't know that I can really show them to you, but maybe you can see that. There's these little, like a little notch out part, all right? So what you want to do is you want to take your part that you want blended, and you want to put it by one of the notches, so that if you find the notch, you want the blender part, or the sifter, the strainer part next to one of the notches. Then you want to take your top, close it on nice and tight, and where the opening is, you want to put it on the opposite notch, and then you want to turn it just to the notch. You don't want to crank it really tight. You don't need to do that. You just want to turn it to right where the notch is, just nice and easy. Then we're going to shake. You gotta kind of dance when you shake. You gotta put your whole bean into it. I sugared some cranberries to put on the top because, I wanted sugar on my glass. Pop that open and see, Now the strainer is right there, so I'm not going to strain ice, or I'm not going to have ice in my drink. So there is that. And then because fancy drinks should all be bubbly, I'm going to add some ginger ale. And a little orange slice. And cheers. There is our beautiful little holiday drink. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. It is absolutely delicious and it's beautiful to serve. Oh, that's so good. Cheers.